Morning folks, welcome back. It's Saturday 20th of April, is it, or 21st, not quite sure. Just gone 7:30 and wandering around in a t-shirt. 7:30 in the morning. Quite unusual for these parts of the world at this time of year. We're having an absolutely amazing spell of weather just now. So let's just got my cup of tea. I did say I was going to carry on as I intended. Anyway, I'll just give you a quick update. First thing then is I'm really pleased to see that vent is closed. So yesterday it took me 4 hours to fit an automatic vent opener. So I might just need to adjust it slightly. It's a Bayless automatic vent opener. I bought it online and I was really determined to get it done because I'm convinced that poor ventilation last year was responsible for a disappointing tomato crop. But anyway, that looks great, that. So we'll see how it opens up today. It was open wide yesterday. Right, quick update on brassicas, so kale, purple sprouting and calabrese. They're looking fine. Crimson crush coming along really nice now. Tomatoes, the rootstocks, quite well, most of the ones I've done for myself have got a blossom on, but that's not a problem. I just won't allow any fruits to set, and when the blossoms are finished I'll just very carefully just snip them off. Chrysanthemums, I've got the second set of wires up now ready to tie the tomatoes onto. So that's pretty much just have to prepare the soil ready for the tomatoes, but I've got another couple of weeks to do that. Now it's been quite an interesting week. You can see the blue water tubs here, water butts, tubs, whatever. I had intended to make a concrete slab. As you see, I've done that there. I wasn't going to do it quite as soon as I intended. Now last Wednesday, I'll show you down, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a sort of big grassy area that doesn't belong to anyone, if you like, and the council employ a contractor to come and cut the grass. He also cuts the top and the outside of that hedge there. I have to do the inside of it. Anyway, this chap turned up and he came over to see me and said, did I want him to throw the grass into my composter? I said, yes, that's great, thank you very much. And then he turned around and said, you don't suppose you want any concrete, do you? Well, that's a gift horse, isn't it? So I said, yeah, I do. So it was one of those situations where I couldn't turn it down really, and then I had to drop everything what I was doing and suddenly knock up some shuttering and make these concrete plinths. So that was just amazing really. Anyway, so you can see what I've done. I've got a concrete plinth and I put 4 breeze blocks on now, so I've lifted this tub up. Partly with the idea of, I'm thinking I might be able to get enough pressure to have a sort of run a pipe from that tap through into the greenhouse and have a sort of like a drip feed, like a gravity fed system. Similarly on this one, I'll do the same. In fact, I might even lift this one higher if possible, because I've got it's been a great week as well for materials. I just got to load more timber. That's over there, I'll show you that later. And then there's a guy just offered me 14 breeze blocks, which I'm going to collect on Tuesday, so I'll be able to put maybe 4 or 6 and lift this one up, and then possibly that could be fed into this greenhouse. So anyway, that's a little story about that, but I'm so pleased with that, because you can see that this is the sort of rubble from the old thing. It was just a jumble of bricks and bits of slate just jammed underneath to try and hold them in place. That's a really solid job. I'm so pleased with that. Excellent. Blossoms coming out now on the cordons. Oh yeah, and the other thing I noticed as well, I did some bud grafts last year, and ta-da! So that is Blenheim orange onto, I think this one it was Katie or something similar. I'm not that pleased with it. It's not that good an apple, so I like Blenheim orange as a good apple. So yeah, so I'm going to let this grow out this year, and then next year probably just cut that off and we'll train this up. So that's pretty cool. I think I'll show you another one as well. I think I did one on the other side of this. There, look, that one's growing as well. That's I think I've grafted that to golden, sort of bug graft of golden noble. That's cool. But the blossom's lovely. It could be a good year this year. There's a lot of blossom. This tree here, this is dabbing it. You can see there's a lot of blossom on there, and that's the this is a M26 rootstock. This tree got snapped off in a gale right at the very base, but the roots were still alive, so this is just I'm trying an experiment to try and stool it. So by the time we get to the end of the season, we'll see where these are up to. Anyway, that's a heap of timber that I've got, and then I've got, what was it, 2 4-metre lengths of 4x2 there over on the micro orchard. So I'm thinking of possibly making a cold frame with that, but we'll see. So the other thing I've been doing is cleaning all this rubbish out of here, and I'm going to make a bit of a frame round there and plant some more perennials in it. So now I've managed to get this side done on this composter unit. You can see I've put some wood along here, so now I'll be able to attach some guttering and harvest the rainwater. That's the plan for there. So this morning I'm just going to give that a coat of stain or weatherproofer, whatever you call it, similar to what I've done on here. So the idea will be, yeah, I can then put all the timber that's stored behind my shed up there, I can stack it all under there out of the weather, and that'll just keep it dry and good place to store it, and really anything else too, netting and stuff like that. So I'll probably put a panel on the north side of it as well. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to crack on this morning. So the Lolo Rosso are, well, I could actually start harvesting from those now. Spinach, I could probably start harvesting those as well. Multi-sown beetroot at the top. And the onions are starting to pick up now with the heat. I think they've suffered with this cold weather, to be honest, but they're looking much more happy now they've had some heat, as indeed are the shallots. Right, that's a quick tour, so I'll catch you later.